Hey everybody, this is Erico here, and I am back on your screens. Hope you guys are doing fantastic because you're watching this video. Remember to like this video, it helps me out a lot if you find something that I rant about that resonates with you. Also, subscribe because I love to have more people listening to me. If that makes any sense. The weather's trying to kill us out here. I mean, it's all over the place. You guys stay warm, stay comfortable, go inside, make yourself some cocoa, and watch some anime. Speaking of anime, recently there's been this series that really bridged the gap between these two types of media. One being manhwa. I like to say manhwa check. Manhwa check is comic book in Korean. Manhwa is what they actually call the cartoons that are created by Korean people to differentiate it from manga. Of course, you know manga is from Japan. But there's this series that originally started out distributed by Naver and on their webtoon app, and it's called Tower of God. In Korean, it is called Shine Top. Not Top from Big Bang. No, we're not talking about Top from Big Bang. I miss Top though, but Big Bang just had to be problematic and ruin everything. Anyway, I'm going off topic, aren't I? But this series, when I first saw the clips of it, I honestly didn't think much of it. I thought that it was just a very normal type of animation. Then seeing the fan base, I was like, I gotta go look at the source material of this. So I went, I've never actually read this series, so I don't know the ins and out of the story, but I did go and I checked out a little bit of the panels and what was going on with the art, and oh my goodness, I've never seen anything so gorgeous. I mean, it is up to par with a lot of the creators over in Japan. Just seeing how it went from being pretty to beautiful to gorgeous. Now it's just gorgeous. The character models are amazing to look at. I was like, well, is the story good? Because if the story is as good as the visuals, he has it made. But then also looking at how so many people are engrossed in this story and how people wished for an anime. And eventually a Japanese company said, you know what? We gonna give it to y'all. We got y'all covered. We see you all want it. So what they did was they got a company. They created it. It premiered in Korea, of course, first because Korea is where the main fan base is located. They came out with different merch for it. I was like, this is adorable. I'm not ready. Like, this has murdered me. I am dead on the floor, sprawled out in a pool of blood. Yeah, that's me. Figurines and everything. People loved it. Then it premiered in Japan. You know, Japanese people were like, wait a minute, we already got series that are like this, but this is nothing like we've never seen before. I thought that too, y'all. I really did. I thought, you know, we already got series like Grimgar and other series that came out in the early 2000s that are well known for many different characters going up a tower and trying to make their wishes come true. But apparently, when I read the comments for many people that have been fans of this series for years, they say that is just the catalyst of the story, that there's a deeper meaning, that there's twists and turns and plot changes, and you will never see it coming. So I'm so interested to see, well, what is this story going to give me? What is it going to be about? The synopsis that we have here is that there's this boy named Pam. Pam means night in Korean. Some people might say like Bam. If you know you don't speak Korean and you see the word Pam. So if the character name translates as night, you could see Rachel as this character's guiding light in the darkness. Palm is fueled by his desire for Rachel. So when Rachel deserts him, that was not sitting well with him at all. And he lives under this tower, and this girl named Rachel helps him out one day. And Rachel decides, after, nurturing Palm, that she was going to go on about her business and climb this tower because she wants to see the stars. And it says that anyone that climbs this tower and makes it to the top, their wish will be granted. So Palm looks up one day and she just leaves him alone. And he's like, Rachel, you're not going to leave me by myself. I cannot do bad all by myself. Rachel is like, I'll see you later. And he's like, you really think you're going to get rid of me? You really think you're going to leave me? Oh no, I'm going to follow you to the top of this tower. So it is said that not everybody can actually enter the tower. Somehow he pushes the doors open and he meets all these different people that help him get to the top of the tower. And these people are like, what are you doing in here? You're not supposed to be able to open the door to the tower. You got to be an irregular. Now, what an irregular is, I couldn't tell you. I don't know anything past this point. This is what I read up on, but it seems very interesting. Many people are saying that you will not know what to expect. I actually did buy the North American release of the Blu-ray of this series, and I'm excited. Very much ready to dig in and see what it's about. I don't normally talk about series if I'm in the middle of it or if I've seen it too much, because I like documenting my overall thoughts before I get influenced by the show itself. So right now, I'm excited off of the hype of the fans of this series, more so than what I've seen, because the anime itself just looks okay. It doesn't look like anything different. I have to get used to the overall character models and the world and all the designs that have come forth. It looks like that someone took a pen and stenciled and then missed some spots in the lines. The character models for the anime look very different. But you know what? The posters look good. The manhwa is fantastic to look at, I gotta say. And I am just really impressed by the creator, how he went to university for visual art, majored in it, went to the army. It was by request that he would sketch character models for the soldiers that were in his unit, and he kept up with it. And that's where he got the idea for Tower of God. And he's put on his blog, and I was surprised by this, that he actually has characters that were planned out like 8 years in advance. There aren't many creators that can do that have everything mapped out. Normally, with anime, you get filler episodes, you get plot holes and weird developments because the creator actually hasn't caught up or they're behind on the progression of the other forms of media, and so they have to either cut it off at a weird point in the season, or they have to put in fillers. and then the creator's like, okay, I gotta write this in, I gotta do this, I have to do that. So it's all jumbled up and all over the place. But it's cool to see that Tower of God's creator actually is so dedicated that he got everything figured out. So you guys, how do you feel about this in this transition? You can stream the show through Crunchyroll. Also, Viz Media is the one that actually licensed the rights to the anime to be distributed. So, there's a way for you to watch it. Just want to put that out there. I might tweet how I feel as far as like my opinions of the transfer of this being brought over into a Japanese anime and then having to be able to watch it in Korean, English, and Japanese. Woo! Amazing. Follow my social media, mostly my Instagram. Also the blog on East Asian Pop Culture. The link is always down in the description box below. And remember, be real, stay real, live in the real. And I will always be back. Love you guys. Thanks for the support. Always.